What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am the Renegade J.J. Williams, and today I'm going to be discussing from 1996, The Secret Agent Club, starring Hulk Hogan, Matthew McCurley, Lesley-Anne Down, Richard Moll, Barry Bostwick, MC Gainey, and a very, very brief appearance by the nasty boy himself, Brian Knobbs. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me here today once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. Yet another film from the Hulk Hogan filmography, The Secret Agent Club. This is the 4th out of 5 Hogan movies that we are featuring this month. We did No Holds Barred, we did Suburban Commando, we did Mr. Nanny, and we still have yet to do The Ultimate Weapon. But today we're going to talk about The Secret Agent Club, featuring, of course, Hulk Hogan, brief appearance by Nasty Boy Knobbs. Let's get into it. Our movie begins with our hero, Ray Chase, and he's crashing a party where a high-tech laser gun is being shown off to a group of foreign leaders and terrorists. The weapon is limited edition. It's the only one of its kind in its existence. And Eve, the woman in charge, demonstrates the power of the weapon, first by destroying an inanimate object. Well, one of the people in attendance, the Sheik, not impressed. So Eve demonstrates its ability on a human being. Again, the Sheik still not impressed. So finally, Eve uses the gun to destroy the Sheik's helicopter. Now, he's impressed. And as Eve is showing off the power of the weapon, Ray ambushes a military guard, takes his clothing, dresses up in, his outfit, and enters the demonstration. And he's able to witness the type of destruction that it causes and sees the destruction of the helicopter. Now that the men in attendance are impressed and she has their attention, Eve announces that it's dinner time. And once dinner is over, bidding will begin on the weapon at $10 billion. And during the dinner, Ray manages to sneak into the room where the weapon is being held, complete with a laser grid helping to protect it. And Ray's able to avoid the lasers, remove the gun, and he replaces it with a half-drank glass of wine. And once it's discovered that the gun is missing, the other attendees pursue, chase, and even shoot at Ray. They catch up to him at the edge of a cliff, and Eve tries to get the gun back with the assistance of her muscle, Rex. Ray's not having it, though. He's on a mission. So Ray jumps off the cliff into the water below. He pulls out his alarm keys, and you hear the beep, beep, and he has a jet ski hidden underneath the water. He mounts the jet ski, and he takes off. Eve then turns to Rex and makes him apologize and say that it'll never happen again. We then see Ray's son, Jeremy, at a parent-kid baseball game, and Ray's supposed to be there to help play with him. And Jeremy is wondering if his dad will even show up, because Ray has a tendency to let Jeremy down. A lot of it due to his secret agent lifestyle. The problem is that Jeremy doesn't know that his dad is a secret agent. Hence, secret. As far as Jeremy knows, his dad is just a nerdy, klutzy toy store owner. Ray shows up just in the nick of time gets in the game, happens to make the game-winning catch. After the game, Ray and Jeremy go to the toy store to make a delivery. Jeremy is bitter as he talks to Mr. Yamada. And Mr. Yamada is a friend, co-worker of his dad's. He says that he's mad because his dad wasn't there when his mom died, because he was off at a toy convention or something. Jeremy ends up going into his dad's office and he sees the laser gun. And he thinks it's a prototype toy gun because his dad's in the toy business. Ray and Jeremy leave the store and 2 police cars pull up and they begin to chase them. The cars pull alongside of Ray's car and they set up to try to shoot through the windows and kill him. Before they can pull the trigger, Ray slams on the brakes, and when they fire, they end up shooting right at each other. The driver on the one side kills the passenger in the other car. The passenger in this car kills the driver on this side, but this side didn't have a passenger. So now it's just the driver in the one side that's left trying to chase Jeremy. Ray gets away temporarily, but they turn and they run into Rex. And Rex pursues Ray and Jeremy in his car. Continuing the chase, ends up ramming Ray off the road. Ray gets away on foot, but then Rex spots Jeremy, chases after him, figuring he can use Jeremy as a bargaining chip. Jeremy climbs up a ladder to a rooftop, and Rex follows him. Well, on top of the roof is one of those huge, oversized, inflatable animals you'll usually see, like promoting a grand opening. This one just happens to be a teddy bear. So Jeremy gets the bear, pushes it off the roof, jumping so that he's on top of the bear. The bear lands on the ground with him on top cushioning his blow. Jeremy's not injured. He gets away. Jeremy runs home, but he ends up seeing the police officer, who's a fake cop, watching the house. He runs to his secret hideout with his buddies, and he tries to tell his friends what happened. His friends don't believe him. It sounds way too ridiculous. Jeremy's able to convince his friends to come with him. He's going to show them the fake cop. But when they get there, the cop's gone. Still, they don't believe him. Jeremy convinces his friends to come with him and see the fake cop. By the time they get there, the cop is gone. So they don't believe him still. However, the 4 friends do see somebody leaving the house. Once the mystery man is gone, they go inside, and the house is destroyed. Well, now the friends are starting to believe him a little bit. Why else would the house be destroyed if they weren't looking for this top secret weapon? The 4 friends band together, and they vow to help Jeremy find Ray. They end up going to the toy store, but Rex is already there. Rex is trying to find Ray as well. He only finds Mr. Yamada. Rex destroys the toy store and roughs Mr. Yamada up some. And by the time the kids get there, they find the store completely torn up, and they find Mr. Yamada underneath like a shelving unit. Shingio shows up, and he's Mr. Yamada's grandson. And he's looking for his grandfather. They show him where he is, laid underneath the shelving unit. Get him out, call an ambulance. Mr. Yamada is okay. He's injured, but he's going to live. And by now, Ray has been captured and is being tortured with a video of Jeremy saying, "Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Trying to get Ray to crack and give up the information. Rex calls Eve, and she wants to know the status of the gun. But Rex tells her that he doesn't have it. And once again, she makes him apologize and say that it won't happen again. Now the kids try to find Ray's car. It's not where it was when it got rammed off the road, so they figure, okay, maybe the police impounded it. So they go down to the impound yard and they find Ray's car. And the gun is hidden in a secret compartment in the back of the back seat. So Jeremy does the little code to get the back seat to open. They see the gun. All the kids are like, whoa. Now they really believe because they're seeing the gun physically themselves. Rex shows up, tries to stop him. Jeremy starts up the car and he charges at Rex, but he ends up crashing the car. And the kids get out and they're able to hop a fence. But Rex grabs Jeremy's foot. He's able to get away and shake it off. And Max Simpson, a friend of Ray's, shows up and offers Jeremy and the other kids a ride. Max tells Jeremy the news about Ray being a secret agent. He begins to inquire about the weapon. Where's the weapon? Where's the weapon? Because Ray had told Jeremy, you can trust Max. So Jeremy begins to give up the information. And then all of a sudden, poof, Max disappears like magic. Ray ends up getting free back where he's being held, and he calls Jeremy. Unfortunately, while he's distracted, a cage falls and traps Ray. Eve takes the phone and tells Jeremy that if she doesn't get the weapon by 6 p.m., the doctor is going to drill Ray's head. The man that the kids saw coming out of Ray and Jeremy's house when Jeremy was trying to show them the fake police officer, breaks into Max's place. And Shingio does some martial arts kicks, knocks him out. And the other kids grab some makeshift stuff and tie him up. And they're using phone cords, they're using drapes, they're using whatever they can get to tie him. Max tracks the kids down at their secret hideout. Grabs the gun, gets the kids, tells them he's going to take them to Ray. They open the van door and it is Rex. It turns out that Max isn't Max. He's Vincent Scarletti. The kids manage to get away from Rex and Vincent, and they decide that they're going to save Ray themselves. The one man that Ray told them they could trust, clearly they couldn't trust. So they're going to do it on their own terms, their own way. They hack into the facility where Ray is being kept, find him, and release him. But Eve comes in and catches them. Ray and the kids are able to get away, and they end up meeting up with the real Max Simpson. While Ray initiates the self-destruct mechanism on the weapon. Eve ends up getting trapped in the same cage that trapped Ray, and she asks Rex for some assistance. Rex makes her apologize and say it won't happen again. The facility explodes because of the self-destruct mechanism, killing Eve and Rex. And then the kids are honored by the military with an award from the president. While Max changes the sign for their hideout that used to just read Secret Club to read Secret Agent Club. as our film ends. This one was different. There were parts that bored me. There were parts that I found completely entertaining. This film was being made just before Hogan's major heel turn, because this film came out in August of '96, which means that it would have been filmed, canned, and going through post-production around the time of the formation of the New World Order. So it's kind of weird to see this goody-goody Hogan movie, which came out right after he had turned heel. I'm wondering how this film did at the box office, considering that by the time it dropped, Hogan was a full-blown heel. I didn't think it was a bad movie, but I definitely don't think it was as good as Suburban Commando or Mr. Nanny. I am going to give The Secret Agent Club 2.5 out of 5 stars. I did think that Hogan did a good job as the secret agent. I liked Richard Moll as Rex. Richard Moll, someone I've seen in a number of things, going back to his role as Bull the Bailiff on Night Court. Barry Bostwick, I thought did a good job as Vincent, the fake Max, for a little while. But like I said, there were some parts that I thought drug and were kind of boring, and then there were some parts that I thought were just really, really entertaining. Can't give it 3 stars, so 2.5 out of 5 for me for The Secret Agent Club. Make sure we get out there on social media, get those hashtags trending, hashtag Casa 18 Studios, hashtag Renegades Reviews, hashtag Renegade Returns, and of course the ever popular hashtag Shenanigans. We interrupt this episode of Renegades Reviews for an important announcement about
merchandising.
Merchandising? What's that?
Merchandising. Come, I'll show you. Merchandising, where the real money's made.
Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network for all the t-shirts you see here from the West Coast professor, Jeff Meacham himself. You can get shirts for the Jeff Meacham Network, Talk Wrestling, as well as the red and gold Meachamania shirts. And while you're there, don't forget to get your shirts of the Casa 18 Studios Brotherhood, the Dads on Wrestling shirt, the Renegade J.J. Williams, Statboy Sports Bar, and the hashtag StatBoyApproved shirt. Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network and score your shirts today. Make sure you get out there. Do what that commercial just told you. Go to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network. Get you your official Jeff Meacham Network merchandise, your logo tees, Talk Wrestling, Meachamania. Get you your official merchandise for the Casa 18 Studios Brotherhood, your Renegade J.J. Williams shirt, Statboy Sports Bar, Dad's Not Always on Wrestling, and more. Tomorrow, right here on the Casa 18 Studios channel, when I bring you yet another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. Make sure you're here tuning in when I cover my final John Morrison film for the month, Sinbad and the War of the Furies. It's a mouthful right there. It should be an interesting one. So make sure you're here tomorrow, joining me as I cover my final John Morrison film for the month. Let me know what you guys think of the Secret Agent Club. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. As always, I'll respond to them. I might read them on the March 30th edition of Renegade Recap when I go over some of the stuff that I talked about this month and give you a preview of what's to come for next month. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys next time.